Hello friends. Welcome to Study Time. Today current affairs for competitive exams 2021. Kerala Farmer bags Biodiversity Award 2021. Shaji NM, fondly called as Tuber Man, of Kerala has been awarded the India Biodiversity Award 2021 in the individual category of Conservation of Domesticated Species. He conserves a wide array of around 200 tuber crops including greater yam, lesser yam, elephant foot yam, sweet potato, cassava, and Chinese potato in his farm. He had also received the Plant Genome Surveyor Award 2015. More in agreements. Genomics company Genotypic Technology Pvt. Ltd is partnering with Premier Medical Corp. PMC, USA, for the distribution of rapid antigen and antibody kits. PMC is a manufacturer of rapid tests of various diseases such as malaria. Zydus and TLC have signed an agreement to market liposomal amphotericin B, a critical drug to treat black fungus or mucormycosis in India. Dilip Sangwi resigns as MD of Spark. Sun Pharma Advanced Research Company, Spark, has informed that Dilip Sangwi has resigned as managing director of the company. Sangwi will, however, continue to be associated with the company's board in his capacity as a non-executive director and chairman. The board has appointed Anil Raghavan as CEO of the company with immediate effect for a term of 5 years till May 24, 2026. Tech Mahindra bags 5-year digital contract. Tech Mahindra Ltd has won a 5-year technology and digital transformation contract from the UK-based food-to-go retailer, Pret-a-Manger. Under this, it will enhance technology support to Pret's shops and operations. Information Services Group, ISG, a leading global technology research and advisory firm, led the partner selection process for Pret-a-Manger. HDFC Bank deploys mobile ATM in Bengaluru. The country's largest private sector lender HDFC Bank has deployed mobile ATMs in Bengaluru amid the surge in COVID infections in the city. According to the bank, Bengaluru is the 25th city where it has deployed mobile automated teller machine ATM. Customers can conduct over 15 types of transactions using the mobile ATM, which will be operational at each location for a specific period. Sports. At the Asian Boxing Championships, Indian boxer Shiva Thapa secured his 5th successive medal by advancing to the semi-finals after outpunching Kuwait's Nader Oda 5-0 in the men 64 kg, on the 25th of May 2021. Two-time Olympian Sushil Kumar, who was arrested by the Delhi police in connection with the death of wrestler Sagar Dhankar, has been suspended by the Indian Railways until further orders. Hansi Flick appointed the German team's coach. The German Football Federation has announced that former Bayern Munich coach Hansi Flick will take charge as German national team coach once Joachim Löw quits after Euro 2020. The agreement will be valid until after Euro 2024, which is set to take place in Germany. Flick had reportedly also been an option for Premier League side Tottenham Hotspur and Spanish club Barcelona. Panjab Singh passes away. Colonel Panjab Singh, known as the hero of Poonch during the 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War, passed away in May 2021. The retired officer, who was awarded the Veer Chakra, the third highest wartime gallantry award, died of post-COVID complications. Born on the 15th of February 1942, the colonel was commissioned into the 6th Battalion, the Sikh Regiment on the 16th of December 1967. Anvi, President of Oxford Student Union. Anvi Bhutani has been elected President of the Oxford University Student Union (OUSU) in a by-election. She is co-chair of the Campaign for Racial Awareness and Equality and President of the Oxford India Society. The by-election took place after the previous winner, the first Indian female OUSU President-elect Rashmi Samant, from Karnataka, was forced to quit. Madhya Pradesh government launches a scheme. The Madhya Pradesh government has announced the launch of Ankur, a scheme under which citizens will be awarded for planting trees during the monsoon. People who take the initiative to plant saplings will be given the Pramvayu Award for their participation. People who wish to participate in the tree plantation drive can register themselves on the Vayudut app. Cyclone Yas makes landfall. Cyclone Yas pounded the beach towns in North Orissa and neighboring West Bengal as it hit the coast on the 25th of May 2021 with a wind speed of 130 to 140 kmph. The location of the landfall was north of Dhamra in Odisha's Bhadrak district and 50 kilometers south of Balasore, close to Bahanagar block, on the coast. Orissa has shifted 5.8 lakh people to safer places. KOI proposes a mechanism. Mobile phone subscribers may soon be allowed to switch from a postpaid connection to prepaid and vice versa by using an OTP-based authentication and without a need to change SIM card. Industry body Cellular Operators Association of India (KOI) has proposed the mechanism to the Dept of Telecom. And the department has asked telecom operators to carry out proof of concept on the same. NASA to send its first mobile robot on the moon. As part of the Artemis program, NASA is planning to send its first mobile robot to the moon in 2023 in search of ice and other resources on and below the lunar surface. Data from the Volatiles Investigating Polar Exploration Rover, or VIPER, would help the agency map resources at the lunar South Pole. Once on the moon, the rover will explore lunar craters using a specialized set of wheels. Flexiloans.com partners with Vivriti Capital. Flexiloans has partnered with Vivriti Capital to disburse working capital loans of more than 300 crore rupees to micro, small, and medium enterprises (MSMEs). Businesses will be able to apply for these loans online and receive in principle approval within 2,448 hours digitally without any manual intervention. The partnership has targeted reaching out to over 10,000 MSMEs in the next 12 to 18 months. Freecharge launches Pay Later. Freecharge has launched a Pay Later facility for its customers. The expenses get aggregated for a month and customers can pay at the end of the month in a seamless manner. It can be used both on Freecharge's platform as well as on a network of over 10,000 online and offline merchants. On successful onboarding on Pay Later, customers receive a monthly credit limit of up to 5,000 rupees. IIT Guwahati researchers design smart windows. A team of researchers at IIT Guwahati has developed a nanocoating. They have designed a smart window material that can effectively control the amount of heat and light passing through these windows in response to an applied voltage. Their work was recently published in the journal Solar Energy Materials and Solar Cells. Verstappen wins in Monaco. Max Verstappen has won Monaco Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz for Ferrari took second with Lando Norris of McLaren completing the podium. Red Bull's Verstappen displaced Lewis Hamilton at the top of the 2021 standings after the Mercedes world champion finished in 7th. Hamilton finished in 7th. NDDB ties up with Sustain Plus. The National Dairy Development Board (NDDB) has partnered with Sustain Plus Energy Foundation to promote a biogas-based manure management model, and more in this regard has been signed to form the strategic partnership. The collaboration will help NDDB to test and replicate the experience of the biogas manure management model in other parts of the country through the network of dairy cooperatives. IFSCA constitutes an expert committee. The International Financial Services Centres Authority (IFSCA) has constituted an expert committee on investment funds under the chairmanship of Kotak Mahindra Asset Management Co. Ltd. MD Nilesh Shah. The committee comprises leaders from the fund management sector. The committee will recommend the authority on the roadmap for the funds industry in the International Financial Services Centres (IFSCs). Hockey Stadium renamed after Balbir Singh Senior. The Mohali International Hockey Stadium in Punjab was dedicated to legendary centre-forward Balbir Singh Senior on his first death anniversary. Legendary hockey player had passed away on the 25th of May 20. He was part of the Indian teams that won gold at the 1948 London Olympics, Helsinki 1952 and Melbourne 1956. His record for most individual goals scored in an Olympic men's hockey final remains unbeaten. Climate change erasing animal cave painting. Rock art in Indonesia that includes the picture of a wild pig drawn 45,500 years ago on the island of Sulawesi is getting destroyed due to climate change. As per a new study, the painting is considered the world's oldest animal cave painting. As per the study, extreme weather patterns clubbed with constantly increasing temperatures have caused salts to accumulate in caves that host the art. Cabinet approves must signed by ICOI, ICSC. The Union Cabinet of India on the 25th of May 2021 approved the MUS entered into by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India (ICOL) and the Institute of Company Secretaries of India (ICSC) with foreign countries, organizations. The MUS would help Indian institutes in the advancement of the goals on equity, public accountability, and innovation among the beneficiaries countries. PBKS's COVID Relief Program Project SA. IPL franchise Punjab Kings have extended their hand to help India fight the battle against COVID-19 through the COVID relief program called Project SA. PBKS has joined forces with Roundtable India (RTI) to provide oxygen concentrators to needy COVID-19 patients. Punjab Kings will finance the oxygen concentrators and RTI will handle the distribution part of the assistance. Pharmacy acquires MedLife. Mumbai-based a pharmacy startup Pharmacy has acquired Pure MedLife. This is the largest consolidation deal in India's fast-growing online pharmacy sector. This will make Pharmacy the largest healthcare delivery platform across the country by a distance. MedLife will discontinue operations from May 25, 2021, and its existing retail partners will be onboarded onto Pharmacy's platform. Subodh Kumar Jaiswal, new CBI Director. The Centre on the 25th of May 2021 appointed IPS officer Subodh Kumar Jaiswal is the Central Bureau of Investigations (CBI) new director. The appointing committee was chaired by PM Modi, also had CJINV Ramana and Congress Lok Sabha floor leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. The 1985 batch officer from Maharashtra Kadra is currently posted as Director General of Central Industrial Security Force (CISF). Gharial hatchlings are seen in natural habitats. At least 28 gharial hatchlings have been sighted with their mother in the Satkoshia Gorge of the Mahanadi River in Orissa, the southernmost limit of the gharials' home range in India. After almost 15 years, gharials were seen breeding in natural conditions away from the artificial breeding centers. The gharials are considered to be among the most critically endangered crocodiles. 305.44 mn ton food grain production in 2020-21. India is estimated to register a record 305.44 million tons of food grain production in 2020-21. It would be higher by 7.94 million tons than the previous production of food grain of 297.50 mn tons achieved during the year 2019-20. The Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has released the third advance estimates of principal crops for 2020-21. 1,605 crore rupees released to Northeast. With the focus on faster development of the Northeast, the centre has released 1,605 crore rupees to the 8 states of the region. The fund has been released for the implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission to provide tap water supply to rural homes in the financial year 2021-22. This is the first tranche of the 4 to be released in this financial year 2021-22. BSI co-assign more. Bamboo Society of India (BSI) and the Council of Architecture (COAR) have signed an MoU to mainstream bamboo in the building sector. The MoU aims at introducing bamboo, an agro-product, as a mainstream material for building and related sectors for all kinds of buildings, infrastructure, etc. BSI will participate and manage the COAR Center for Bamboo Technology and Design Development. Mahindra Rural Housing FIN ties up with IPPB. Mahindra Rural Housing Finance Ltd (MRHFL) and India Post Payments Bank (IPPB) have announced a strategic partnership for cash management solutions. As part of the tie-up, IPPB will be offering cash management and collection services to MRHFL through its access points and postal service providers. MRHFL customers will be able to repay their loan installments at over 1.36 lakh post offices. Justice Prashant, acting CJ of Chhattisgarh HC. Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, the senior-most judge of the Chhattisgarh High Court, has been appointed as its acting Chief Justice (CJ). He will assume charge from June 1, 2021, following the retirement of Justice Parapalli Ramakrishnan Nair Ramachandra Menon, Chief Justice, Chhattisgarh High Court, on the 31st of May, 21. The High Courts of Allahabad and Calcutta are also being run by acting CJs. 143 Khelo India centers to be opened. The Sports Ministry has dedicated a total of 143 Khelo India centers across 7 states with a total budget estimate of 14.30 crore rupees. These centers will be entrusted with one sports discipline each. The states include Maharashtra, Mizoram, Goa, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, and Manipur. The Sports Ministry, in June 2020, had planned to open up as many as 1,000 new KICs. New Consulate General of India in the Maldives. The Union Cabinet has approved the opening of a new Consulate General of India in Eddu City, the Maldives in 2021. Maldives occupies an important place in the Neighborhood First policy and the Sagar Security and Growth for All in the region vision of the Government of India. The opening of a Consulate General in Eddu City will help augment India's diplomatic presence in the Maldives. Rajesh elected Kerala Assembly Speaker. CPM, SMB Rajesh was elected the Speaker of the 15th Kerala Assembly on the 25th of May 2021 with support from 96 legislators in the 140-member Assembly. This is Rajesh's debut term in the Assembly, having been elected from Trithala constituency in the Palakkad district. He defeated incumbent MLA VT Balram of the Congress by a thin margin of over 3,000 votes. MP to get 10 cheetahs from Africa in November. The Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh is expected to receive 10 cheetahs in November 2021 from South Africa. This was informed on May 23, 2021, by the Madhya Pradesh Forest Minister Vijay Shah. India's last spotted cheetah died in Chhattisgarh in 1947 and it was declared extinct in 1952. The 10 cheetahs to be brought to the country will be 5 males and 5 females. Jagjit Pavadia elected President of INCB. Jagjit Pavadia, a retired officer of the Indian Revenue Service Customs, has been elected as the president of the Vienna-based International Narcotics Control Board, INCB. She is also a former Narcotics Commissioner of India. It is for the first time that an Indian is heading INCB and the second woman in INCB history to head it. Book by Avtar Singh Bhasin. Author Avtar Singh Bhasin has come up with a new book titled Nehru, Tibet and China. The book analyzes the events from 1949 to the Indo-China War in 1962 and its aftermath. Avtar Singh is also the author of several other books including India in Sri Lanka, Between Lions and the Tigers, India and Pakistan, Neighbors at Odds, etc. Shivshankar Menon's new book. Shivshankar Menon has come up with his new book India and Asian Geopolitics, The Past, Present. The first part of the book, roughly covering the period from decolonization to globalization, is more historical in its treatment and follows a chronological framework. The second part looks at contemporary Asia and inevitably highlights China and its interface with others, in particular India. Scientists grow a human heart in the lab. Scientists have successfully grown a bundle of human stem cells into a tiny artificial heart the size of a sesame seed. The pulsating mass is the first self-organizing miniature organ to resemble the human heart, including a hollow chamber enclosed by a wall of cardiac-like tissue. The human heart is the very first organ to form in an embryo, and it is particularly complex. The end. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, comment and subscribe.